Hi everyone, thanks for asking. A Qua Mailer Desktop version 169 has some great new features and enhancements. One of them is you have the ability to process simplified address mailings with EDDM rates. I'm pretty excited about that. So let's show you exactly how easy this is. So what you'll want to do is click on New, create an EDDM mailing, give your file a name, and then click Save. So the first question is what zip code do you want to use, and then what routes do you want? Now if you have any questions about that, or if you're needing to know a little bit more about the geography, what I would highly recommend you do is go to the USPS website, go to Business, using EDDM, and read what the USPS has to offer for selecting routes. I think you'll find the EDDM online tool for mapping and mailing extremely helpful. So what you can do is you can find, see an interactive map of all of the routes within your zip code. So for example, you may not want to go north of the freeway, or you may not want to go west of the river, or something like that. So this will give you a really good feel for the counts within each route and the specific neighborhood that you want to saturate. So again, the EDDM tool on the business on the USPS site is very, very good. So once you know what your routes are, you'll begin with putting in a zip code, and then you can click Find. Now this will bring up all of the carrier routes within that zip code. If you wanted to deselect or exclude, like for example your P.O. boxes, anything that begins with a B, you can do that. Highway contract routes begin with an H, rural routes begin with an R, and city routes with a C. So if I wanted to exclude P.O. boxes, I could click Find, and then those would be eliminated. So here are the zip codes, the carrier routes, the residential quantity, and the total quantity. Now the difference between these two figures is the businesses. So if you wanted to exclude the businesses and just choose residential only, you can, or you can keep both residential and business. So let's select our routes. So you can either double click on it and bring it over to the right, or you can highlight it and click the Add button. So once you have determined your routes, you'll see the quantity here, 720 residential for a total of 786. Add these two figures together and you get 1351. If I wanted to only do residential, it brings my quantity down to 1,227, which is just the residential count. Now you'll also see a file date over here. This is when we update the carrier route tables, and we do that monthly. Now carrier routes are good for 90 days from mailing, so this will just give you an idea of what table that you're using. And then we can click Create. So here we have it. I've got 1,227 records, and here are my residential name, city, state, zip, and carrier. Now most of you use job definitions because that's just such a great time saver. So I'm going to click on job definitions, find my EDDM setup, and click Apply. Now let's review the setup. So click on Presort. First page is your mailer information. Second page is your presort specifications. EDDMs are typically flat. Simplified mailings can be both letter size and flats. Here's your piece dimensions. If you wanted to barcode it, you certainly could. most EDDM mailings do not have any printing on them other than what's pre-printed on the piece. Here's how you're paying for postage. And this is where you determine the facing slip bundle size. The piece will be carrier route, walk sequence, EDDM. I'll choose my mail date. It's a simplified exceptional address, and we are finished with your specifications. If you wanted to create a mail.dat to pay for your postage, you certainly could. Entry points. Now, my entry point will be the Woodbury, Minnesota DDU. My acceptance unit is where my permit is held, and that would be in Eagan, Minnesota at the BMEU. And I've got a green star, and I can simply run it. Now, we've also improved our processing times with version 169 to help you get your jobs done more quickly. I think you'll be very pleased with this outcome. Okay, processing is complete. It took less than a minute, or a little over a minute, I should say. All right, let's look at reports. All right, I'll begin with the postage statement. All right, I've got 1,227 pieces. Here's my overall postage. Now I'm going to look at my page 2 of the postage statement, and I'll see that I am getting the flat EDDM 4 ounces or less DDU saturation rate. So this is exactly what I was expecting. So I can continue. This is your 8125, your plant verification drop shipment form. My facing slips. Now, here's the zip code, the carrier route, delivery type, number of pieces in my bundle, and as you can see, I've got 8 bundles. The 8th bundle will be the partial. My mail sort listing is how many bundles are going in each sack. The qualification report will give you the zip code, the carrier routes, and the number of pieces. Post office might ask you for that. And then here are your container tags. All right. Well, I think you're going to be very pleased with this new product, and you'll see exactly how simple and fast it is for you to create your EDDM mailings. If you do have any questions, you can always reach out to us. Let's just go back to the Lorton Data website real quick. You can click on Contact. Here is our technical support line. You can send us an email at support@lortondata.com. You can start a live chat if you'd like. We do pride ourselves in the fact that we are responsive to our customers in a timely fashion, so don't hesitate to reach out. So have fun with your EDDM mailings, and I think you'll find this to be a quick and easy tool, and I'm sure you're going to be pleased as I am. Once again, thanks for asking.